Hello friends, your friend Mark here, your favorite realtor, and I am here at Proulx Farms, a family-owned business. I'm here with Melissa Proulx, fourth generation. Melissa, what an honor. I have, in all of my years of being in Ottawa, I have actually never been here. Tell me maybe a little bit about the farm itself.
Sure. So it's like you said, so we're a fourth generation farm. So my great grandpa originally bought it. It was originally a dairy farm, and then my grandparents decided to add the sugar bush to it. And then when my parents kind of came along, they decided they didn't want to have dairy cows. So they're the ones who are actually responsible for everything that we have during the summer and in the fall. So we have pick your own berries, we have vegetables and stuff like that. Those are just pre-picked. We do a ton of markets and kiosks around the community as well. Also, we donate a ton of stuff to the Orleans CRC and also the Ottawa Mission. So we're trying to help with our carbon footprint. So we donate so that there's not that much waste as much as we can. The biggest challenge all the time is having someone to be able to bring the stuff to the community. So sometimes,
is that right? Okay.
Yeah, my dad is actually the best one. He'll show up whenever, like we'll call him, he'll be here within 10 minutes and he'll bring everything to the CRC. And we also have one of their staff that works for us. So we'll call them, we'll be like, okay, we have X amount of stuff, especially like bags of corn. They love that. Okay. So we'll bring that to them. And then in the fall, we have our pumpkin festival, which is actually one of the biggest festivals that we have. And that one, the whole entire farm gets transformed into Halloween themed. So everything you see turns fall. So everything you'll see around here, all the posts will have, some corn and stuff like that.
Now you've got an animal farm or a petting zoo as well?
A petting zoo. It's definitely for my fun.
For your fun?
Yeah.
Okay.
So obviously when guests come in, like it kind of justifies having the pets. But every single morning, that's my first thing that I do. I go in and I pet the little goats and the bunnies. So they're very socialized and everything.
Now tell me, you're fourth generation.
Correct.
So this started and has now been passed down from generation to generation. Your dad is obviously still involved.
Correct.
What's the trigger there?
Well, to be honest with you, I wasn't really into it. Like when I was 12 years old, one of my chores was to help out on the farm. So I was there planting strawberries. I was cooking some pancakes and stuff like that. Like even when I was a teenager, I didn't consider it a job. This was my chores, and then I had like my own jobs on the side. Right. But then about a year before I came on full time, there's this random gentleman who came in, and he was like, "I want to buy the farm from you guys." And my parents were seriously considering it. No kidding. And I didn't have a meltdown, but I had a bit of a realization that I wouldn't be able to come here whenever I want to.
So it really struck a nerve.
It did. It definitely did. So then my mom kind of
That's very, very cool.
Yeah, and my mom saw my reaction, so she sat me down and she was like, "Listen, like you're not, reacting very well. So how about you take a sabbatical from your job?" So I originally took like 6 months off from my government job to come here and see if I could manage it full time. And within a month, I think I sent them a letter and I was like, "Give it to someone else." And I took over the job.
Life's little moments that are truly life-changing.
I definitely had like a light bulb moment where it was kind of like, hey, we need to figure this out.
So let's take that now and let's look at COVID hits. Yeah. Okay. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're still talking about COVID because Laugh Loves Local came out of this whole COVID time when small businesses, family businesses were severely impacted. Yep. How did you make it through that?
So we actually got shut down right during our sugar bush season, and it was completely shut down, and I had this fear. So back then I had already worked full time for my parents for 2 years, and I was in the process of looking to buy it. So I was scared that my parents would tell me that I can't afford it and they would sell it. So I had such a big need to make sure that the farm stayed profitable. So I did deliveries, like I was cooking sugar bush meals and I was having my dad deliver them while I was cooking. We had some people come in, and that's where we brought in our produce boxes because that year the government was saying that they weren't sure if they were going to allow people to do pick your own. So, and like for us, everything is planned out in November. Everything is bought and paid for by the time you hit the new year. So everything was all planned out, like if we'd be open. So it was like, okay, so we have all these berries and vegetables that are going to be coming in, I need to make sure that the money that we spent can still be used. So we brought out the produce boxes and they were like a hit. We sold out, like we had 225 customers to the point where I was afraid that we would be able to keep up
not have enough berries to deliver?
Exactly. So I was like, okay, so I need to make sure that my pickers can come. I need to make sure I can have certain staff. So how do I make this work where I'm allowed to do it? And luckily, one of the berry associations that we're a part of, they sent a letter to the government and they're like, listen, we've spoken to our farmers. These are the rules that we are prepared to do. And some of the things were like, you can only pick, you had to have like your 2-meter distance between each row, even though it was outside. So we just made sure that it was every other row because there's 4 feet between each row. So it worked out perfectly. So we would just alternate. And then, so one day we do like row like 2, 4, 6, and then the other day we do 1, 3, 5 kind of thing.
What a beautiful story to be.
We
and
made everything work.
we talk about these small businesses being able to pivot, and it's always amazing to me to hear stories like this of success and thinking on your feet and going above and beyond. And I mean, it's one of the things that we kind of pride ourselves as realtors as being different, as being very relational, but you've taken this family business and really made it very, very relational. What is the biggest draw here at the farm?
I think it's just the vibe. Okay. I know it's an odd thing to say.
It's not odd
like
at
when
all.
People come in, like it's beautiful weather. It's very relaxing. There's things for the kids to play. Like you have kids that are high energy, no problem. We've got you. We've got plenty of play structures. You have kids that are obsessed with animals, no problem. We'll take you to our petting zoo. We have a little store with everything is local. And we actually make sure that we have other local businesses that sell in. Like one of our companies, it's they do jams and spa products. It's called Spread the Joy. And they have a little like area right behind the McDonald's at the corner of Innis and Trim.
Yes.
And it's a center for special needs. And they're the ones, one of the workshop that they do is they make the jam.
Wow.
And then so we sell it here and it kind of helps to pay for the expenses of the center. And they use a lot of local stuff. They have their own little farm in Russell as well. Okay. So we kind of just support. We have soups that are local. We have my pie ladies that take like our berries and they put them into pies.
Pie ladies.
Yeah. My jam ladies. I have my pie ladies.
This
I
stuff
have my
just
honey.
warms my heart. I just love it. I think it's so nice. To me, it's the difference maker in our communities to have these family businesses that are having families come, enjoy, but yet at the same time you're giving back. To me, it's full circle. Good for you.
Yeah, well, I think that you have to be, like, I find that if you're not going to do it, most likely, like, other people won't do it as well. It's like when you go to a property and it doesn't look very good, you're less likely to maintain it. So we want to make sure that we take care of our customers, we take care of the community, and then if ever something happens to us, hopefully they'll help us like they did during COVID, really.
Well, I'll tell you, your enthusiasm is infectious. It's wonderful. It's fun to meet with business owners. It's even more fun to meet with business owners who are as passionate about what it is that they're doing as you are. Thank you for this. For my friends out there who have been invited to our Laugh & Co. Sugar Shack, we kind of outgrew our last spot and we are now, I don't know if you heard today, we're basically at capacity. We've got 320 people or just about confirmed for breakfast on May 4th. Really excited to get to see more of the facility and to find out more about what's going on here.
Yeah, I'm excited for you guys to see as well.
Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure.
It's an honor.